The whispers have echoed through the corridors of time, tales of relics imbued with powers beyond mortal comprehension, not mere artifacts of faith, but conduits. They are said to channel energies that defy the natural order for centuries. Scholars and seekers alike have chased these legends, piecing together fragmented accounts from sea texts, folklore, and the hushed testimonies of those who claim to have encountered their influence. Our journey begins with the Ark of the Covenant, perhaps the most iconic of these sacred objects. Described in the book of Exodus as a gold-covered wooden chest built at the command of God, it housed the two stone tablets of the Ten Commandments. Beyond its profound religious significance, legends persist of the Ark possessing immense power, capable of unleashing devastating energy upon its enemies. Accounts speak of miraculous victories in battle attributed to its presence, and equally terrifying stories of those who met a swift and mysterious demise for mishandling or even gazing upon it. The Ark's whereabouts today remain one of history's greatest mysteries, fueling endless speculation and expeditions. Some believe it rests in a secret vault beneath the Temple Mount in Jerusalem. Others claim it was spirited away to Ethiopia, and still others whisper of its existence in hidden locations across the globe, protected by ancient orders sworn to secrecy. The very notion of such an object existing, a physical link to the divine capable of wielding unimaginable force, continues to captivate and inspire awe, blurring the lines between faith and the fantastical. Our investigation will delve into the historical evidence, the mythological narratives, and the persistent rumors that surround this legendary relic, seeking to unravel the truth behind its purported supernatural capabilities. Next on our list of enigmatic religious relics is the Holy Grail. Unlike the Ark, a tangible object with specific biblical origins, the Grail's nature is more fluid, its description evolving through centuries of Arthurian legend and Christian lore. It is most famously depicted as the cup used by Jesus at the Last Supper, and later the vessel that collected his blood at the crucifixion. The powers attributed to the Holy Grail are less about destructive force and more aligned with healing, immortality, and spiritual enlightenment. Stories abound of its ability to grant eternal life, cure any ailment, and provide unending sustenance. The quest for the Holy Grail became a central motif in medieval literature, symbolizing a spiritual journey towards purity and divine grace. Knights errant embarked on perilous adventures, facing mythical beasts and moral trials in their pursuit of this sacred object. While no definitive physical artifact has ever been universally accepted as the Holy Grail, numerous contenders have emerged throughout history, each with their own compelling narratives and devoted followers. From ancient chalices held in European cathedrals to more esoteric interpretations of the Grail as a state of being or a lineage, the enduring power of the legend speaks to humanity's deep-seated yearning for transcendence and the miraculous. Our exploration will examine the various interpretations of the Holy Grail, tracing its evolution from biblical to Arthurian romance and beyond, investigating the psychological and spiritual significance of this enduring symbol of hope and divine favor. Moving eastward, we encounter the Sang di San Gennaro, the solidified blood of Saint Januarius, the patron saint of Naples. This relic is unique in that its alleged miraculous power is not a static attribute, but a recurring phenomenon. There in two sealed ampoules, the dried blood is said to liquefy 3 times a year on the saint's feast days. This event is a major cultural and religious occasion in Naples, with thousands gathering to witness the miracle. If the blood fails to liquefy, it is traditionally believed to portend disaster for the city. Scientific explanations for this phenomenon have been proposed, ranging from thixotropy, a gel-like substance that becomes liquid when stirred, to elaborate hoaxes. They rever the unwavering faith of the Neapolitan people, and the historical consistency of the liquefaction events continue to defy purely rational explanations. Regardless of its scientific basis, the Sang di San Gennaro holds immense cultural and spiritual significance, representing a tangible connection to their patron saint, and a source of both comfort and anxiety. Our investigation will delve into the history of Saint Januarius, the documented instances of the blood's liquefaction and occasional failure to do so, and the various scientific and skeptical perspectives surrounding this enduring and deeply personal miracle for the people of Naples. Our journey now takes us to the Shroud of Turin, a linen cloth bearing the faint image of a man who appears to have suffered physical trauma consistent with crucifixion. Many believe this to be the burial shroud of Jesus Christ, and the image imprinted upon it a miraculous manifestation of his suffering. The shroud has been the subject of intense scientific scrutiny, with studies attempting to determine its age and the origin of the image. Carbon dating tests in 1988 yielded a medieval date, casting doubt on its authenticity as the burial cloth of Jesus. However, these results have been contested, and other scientific analyses continue. to offer conflicting evidence. Regardless of its true origin, the Shroud of Turin remains a powerful religious icon for millions, inspiring deep contemplation on the Passion of Christ. The enigmatic image, with its intricate details and the seemingly impossible way it was formed, continues to provoke debate and fuel both fervent belief and skeptical inquiry. Our exploration will examine the history of the Shroud, the various scientific investigations conducted upon it, the arguments for and against its authenticity, and the profound impact this controversial relic has had on religious faith and popular culture. Venturing into the realm of Eastern traditions, we encounter the Sintamani stone. Unlike the Abrahamic relics we've explored so far, the Sintamani stone originates in Buddhist and Hindu mythology. It is described as a wish-fulfilling jewel, capable of granting its possessor anything they desire. Its origins are often traced to the mythical kingdom of Shambhala, or said to have fallen from the sky. The Sintamani stone is not typically associated with a specific physical artifact held in a particular location, but rather as a legendary object that appears and disappears throughout history, often in the possession of enlightened beings or those destined for great spiritual achievements. Its power is not one of brute force or miraculous healing, but the ability to manifest desires and facilitate spiritual progress. The concept of the Sintamani stone resonates with the human desire for wish fulfillment and the belief in the power of intention and spiritual merit. While no tangible object has been definitively identified as the Sintamani stone, its enduring presence in Eastern spiritual traditions speaks to its profound symbolic significance. Our investigation will delve into the mythological origins of the Sintamani stone, its various appearances in Buddhist and Hindu texts, and the philosophical concepts it embodies regarding desire, intention, and the path to enlightenment. Returning to the west, we turn our attention to the Spear of Destiny, also known as the Holy Lance. This is the spear believed to have pierced the side of Jesus Christ during his crucifixion. Legend has it that whoever possesses the Spear of Destiny holds the fate of the world in their hands. Its history is intertwined with numerous powerful figures, including Roman emperors Charlemagne and Adolf Hitler, all of whom are said to have possessed it at some point. The spear has been credited with granting military victories and ensuring dominion, while its loss is believed to bring about defeat and ruin. Several artifacts are claimed to be the true Spear of Destiny, with prominent examples housed in Vienna, Rome, and Armenia. Each has its own history and set of supporting claims. The mystique surrounding the Spear of Destiny lies in its association with the ultimate sacrifice and the potent symbolism of power and destiny. The belief that a physical object could hold such immense influence over world events highlights humanity's fascination with fate and the potential for tangible connections to pivotal historical and religious moments. Our exploration will examine the historical accounts of the various spears of destiny, the legends and beliefs associated with their power, and the psychological impact of such an artifact on those who have sought to possess it. Finally, we arrive at the crown of thorns, the thorny wreath placed upon the head of Jesus Christ before his crucifixion. As a symbol of Christ's suffering and humiliation, the crown of thorns holds immense religious significance for Christians. Relics believed to be fragments of the crown of thorns are venerated in various locations, most notably at Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris before the fire. The power attributed to its crown of thorns is not one of overt supernatural abilities, but rather its profound spiritual resonance and its connection to the ultimate sacrifice in Christian theology. Attaching or venerating relics associated with the crown is believed by some to offer spiritual blessings and a deeper connection to Christ's passion, while the physical authenticity of the various purported fragments is a matter of ongoing debate and scholarly inquiry. The symbolic power of the crown of thorns remains undeniable. It serves as a potent reminder of suffering, sacrifice, and the redemptive power of faith. Our investigation will explore the biblical accounts of the crown of thorns, the history of the venerated relics, and the theological significance of this iconic symbol of Christian martyrdom and salvation. Our focus now shifts to the Emerald Tablet, a cryptic hermetic text whose origins are shrouded in mystery. Attributed to the mythical figure Hermes Trismegistus, a syncretic combination of the Greek god Hermes and the Egyptian god One-Thoth, the Emerald Tablet contains concise, and enigmatic aphorisms that have profoundly influenced Western esoteric traditions, including alchemy, magic, and astrology. Unlike the physical relics we have examined so far, the Emerald Tablet is primarily a textual artifact, though legends sometimes speak of it being inscribed on a tablet of actual emerald. Its power is not manifested through physical effects, but through the profound wisdom it is believed to contain, unlocking the secrets of the universe and the interconnectedness of all things. The most famous saying attributed to the Emerald Tablet is "as above, so below," a principle that suggests a correspondence between the macrocosm and the microcosm. Alchemists sought to decipher its secrets in their quest for transmutation and the Philosopher's Stone, while magicians and occultists looked to it for insights into the fundamental laws of nature and the manipulation of unseen forces. The enduring influence of the Emerald Tablet lies in its ability to spark intellectual inquiry and inspire spiritual exploration across diverse traditions. Our investigation will delve into the history and interpretations of the Emerald Tablet, examining its key principles and its lasting impact on Western thought and esoteric practices. Moving back to tangible objects, we encounter the tooth of the Buddha, a revered relic in Buddhism. Severed teeth are claimed to be those of the historical Buddha, Siddhartha Gautama, with the most famous being housed in the temple of the sacred tooth relic Sri Dalada, Malagawa in Kandy, Sri Lanka. This relic holds immense religious and cultural significance for Buddhists worldwide and is believed to possess spiritual power and the ability to bestow blessings. The tooth relic in Kandy has a long and storied history, having been moved and protected through centuries of political upheaval. It is a focal point of major religious festivals and ceremonies, drawing pilgrims from all corners of the globe. While the authenticity of the various purported Buddha teeth has been questioned by some, the profound faith and devotion surrounding these relics are undeniable. They serve as tangible reminders of the Buddha's teachings and his path to enlightenment, inspiring reverence and a sense of connection to the founder of Buddhism. Our investigation will explore the history and legends associated with the tooth of the Buddha, focusing on the prominent relic in Sri Lanka and the cultural and spiritual significance it holds for the Buddhist community. Our exploration now leads us to the Kaaba Stone, also known as the Black Stone Hajar al-Aswad, a sacred rock embedded in the eastern corner of the Kaaba in Mecca, Saudi Arabia. For Muslims, the Kaaba is the holiest site in Islam, and the Black Stone holds a place of profound veneration. Islamic tradition states that the stone fell from heaven as a pure white gem, but has since turned black due to the sins of humanity. Pilgrims performing the Hajj circumambulate the Kaaba and traditionally attempt to kiss or touch the black stone, symbolizing a connection to their faith's origins and a purification of their souls. While the black stone's composition has been scientifically analyzed, suggesting a possible meteoritic origin, its significance for Muslims transcends any geological explanation. It represents a tangible link to Abraham and Ishmael, who are believed to have built the Kaaba, and to the Prophet Muhammad, who kissed the stone. The Kaaba stone is not associated with overt supernatural powers in the same way as some other relics, but its immense spiritual significance and the deep reverence it inspires among billions of Muslims make it a powerful object of faith. Our investigation will delve into the history and religious significance of the Kaaba and the Black Stone, examining the traditions and beliefs surrounding this central icon of Islam. Returning to Christian traditions, we examine the Veil of Veronica, a legendary cloth said to bear the miraculous image of the face of Jesus Christ. According to tradition, Veronica, a pious woman of Jerusalem, offered her veil to Jesus to wipe his brow as he carried the cross to Calvary. When he returned the cloth, his image was miraculously imprinted upon it. The Veil of Veronica is not mentioned in the canonical Gospels, but its story gained popularity in later Christian tradition and became a significant icon of piety and suffering. Several relics are claimed to be the true Veil of Veronica, with prominent examples historically held in Rome. The power attributed to the veil lies in the miraculous image it bears, believed by some to possess healing properties and to offer a direct connection to the suffering of Christ. While the authenticity of the various purported veils remains a subject of debate, the enduring power of the legend speaks to the human desire for tangible connections to the divine and the miraculous. Our investigation will explore the history and legends surrounding the Veil of Veronica, examining the various relics claimed to be the true veil and the theological significance of this iconic image of Christ's Passion. Our final artifact in this initial exploration is the Staff of Moses, a rod mentioned numerous times in the Hebrew Bible and the Quran as a staff used by Moses. According to Scripture, the staff was imbued with miraculous powers by God. It was used to part the Red Sea, produce water from a rock, and transform into a serpent. The staff of Moses is a powerful symbol of divine authority, leadership, and miraculous intervention. Its presence in both Jewish and Islamic traditions underscores its significance as a potent emblem of faith and divine power. The whereabouts of the original staff of Moses are unknown, fueling speculation and legend. Some traditions claim it was passed down through generations of prophets, while others believe it rests in a hidden location, awaiting a future messianic figure. Regardless of its current location, the staff of Moses remains a powerful symbol in religious narratives, representing the potential for divine power to manifest through seemingly ordinary objects in the hands of those chosen by God. Our investigation will delve into the biblical and Quranic accounts of the staff of Moses, exploring the miracles attributed to it and its enduring symbolic significance in Abrahamic religions. Let's turn our attention to the true cross, the physical remnants believed by many Christians to be from the cross upon which Jesus Christ was crucified. While the Bible describes the crucifixion, it doesn't detail the fate of the cross itself. Later early Christian tradition, particularly through accounts like that of Saint Helena, mother of Emperor Constantine, claimed the discovery of the true cross in Jerusalem in the 4th century. Over time, fragments of wood purported to be from the true cross have been distributed and venerated throughout the Christian world. The power attributed to these relics is not typically one of direct supernatural ability, but rather their profound symbolic connection to Christ's sacrifice and the redemptive power of his death. Possessing or venerating a piece of the true cross is seen by many as a way to draw closer to the central mystery of their faith. The sheer number of alleged true cross fragments throughout history has led to skepticism, with some calculations suggesting the total volume far exceeds that of a single cross. Nevertheless, the enduring faith surrounding these relics and their historical significance within Christianity are undeniable. Our investigation will explore the historical accounts of the discovery of the true cross, the distribution and veneration of its alleged fragments, and the theological significance these relics hold for Christians. Our next artifact takes us to the Islamic world once more, with the mantle of the Prophet Muhammad known as the kirka. Several cloaks are claimed to have belonged to the Prophet Muhammad, each with its own history and associated traditions. Mantles are deeply revered by Muslims as tangible links to their prophet and are often believed to possess baraka, a form of divine blessing or spiritual power. Historically, these mantles have been significant political and religious symbols, with possession sometimes conferring legitimacy upon rulers. The most famous kirka is the one kept in the Topkapi Palace in Istanbul, believed to have been worn by the prophet himself. It is treated with immense respect and is brought out for special occasions. The power attributed to these mantles is not usually of a miraculous nature, but rather the spiritual status and the sense of connection to the prophet's legacy they are believed to bestow upon those who venerate them or are in their presence. Our investigation will explore the history and traditions associated with the various mantles of the prophet, focusing on their symbolic and spiritual significance within Islam. Let's now consider the Girdle of Thomas or Holy Belt of Mary, a relic venerated in both the Eastern Orthodox and Catholic traditions. According to apocryphal tradition, when the Virgin Mary was assumed into heaven, she dropped her girdle belt to the Apostle Thomas, who had arrived late and doubted the other apostles' accounts. This girdle became a significant relic, symbolizing Mary's physical presence in the transition to her heavenly abode. Several locations claim to possess the original or parts of the Girdle of Thomas, with prominent examples including the Catholicon of the Holy Girdle in Vatopedi Monastery on Mount Athos. The power attributed to the girdle is often associated with protection, healing, and the intercession of the Virgin Mary. It is believed to offer spiritual comfort and aid to those who venerate it. Our investigation will delve into the apocryphal origins of the Girdle of Thomas, the history of its veneration in different Christian traditions, and the miracles and blessings associated with this unique Marian relic. Image prompt: photorealistic image. Now, of an ancient intricately woven belt or girdle, possibly made of silk or a similar fine material. It might be adorned with delicate metalwork or embroidery. The lighting should be soft and reverent, perhaps highlighting the craftsmanship and age of the relic as it rests on a velvet cushion or is displayed in a glass case. Our journey now takes us to the Spear of Longinus, another contender for the spear that pierced the side of Jesus Christ. This particular spear is associated with Saint Longinus, the Roman centurion who, according to some traditions, converted to Christianity after the crucifixion. The Spear of Longinus has a complex and contested history, with various artifacts claimed to be the true lance. One notable example is the spear housed in the Hofburg Palace in Vienna, which was once part of the Holy Roman Empire's regalia. Like the other Spear of Destiny we discussed earlier, legends surrounding the Spear of Longinus often attribute to it immense power over destiny and military fortune. Possession of the spear was believed to bring victory, while its loss portended defeat. This association with power and fate has made it a significant object of fascination throughout history. Our investigation will examine the historical claims and legends surrounding the Spear of Longinus, differentiating it from other purported holy lances and exploring its role in historical and mythological narratives. Let's consider the image of Edessa, a holy icon said to depict the face of Jesus Christ. According to early Christian tradition, King Abgar V of Edessa, a city in ancient Mesopotamia, wrote to Jesus asking him to come and heal him of an illness. Jesus replied that he could not come but promised to send a disciple. Later, the tradition evolved to include the story of an apostle, often identified as Thaddeus, bringing a cloth bearing the miraculous image of Christ's face to Abgar, who was then healed. The image of Edessa was a highly venerated icon in the early Byzantine Church, believed to possess miraculous powers and to offer divine protection to the city. Its history is intertwined with accounts of its miraculous appearances and disappearances. While the original image of Edessa is believed to have been lost, its legend has had a lasting impact on Christian iconography and the belief in Acharopoieta, images not made by human hands. Our investigation will explore the historical and legendary accounts of the image of Edessa, its significance in early Christianity, and its influence on the development of religious icons. Our final artifact for this segment is the Stone of Scone, also known as the Stone of Destiny, an oblong block of red sandstone historically used in the coronation ceremonies of the monarchs of Scotland and later of England and the United Kingdom. While not strictly a religious artifact in its origins, the Stone of Scone acquired a quasi-sacred status over time, symbolizing the sovereignty and lineage of the ruling monarchs. Legends surrounding the stone's origins vary, with some claiming it was the pillow of Jacob mentioned in the Bible, brought to Scotland via Egypt and Ireland. For centuries, the stone resided at Scone Abbey in Scotland before being seized by King Edward I of England in 1296 and placed beneath the coronation chair in Westminster Abbey. Its return to Scotland in 1996 was a significant cultural and political event. The power of the Stone of Scone lies not in supernatural abilities but in its symbolic weight, representing the continuity of monarchy and national identity. Its history is deeply intertwined with the political and cultural history of Scotland and the United Kingdom. Our investigation will explore the history and legends surrounding the Stone of Scone, its role in coronation ceremonies, and its symbolic significance as an emblem of national identity and royal power. Let's consider the Ark of Gabriel, a relic with a more contemporary and somewhat controversial history. According to claims that gained traction in the 2010s, particularly within certain Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo church circles, the Ark of Gabriel is a chest containing a tablet said to have been given by the Archangel Gabriel to humanity. Unlike the Ark of the Covenant with its ancient biblical roots, the Ark of Gabriel narrative is more recent and less widely accepted across mainstream religious scholarship. Opponents claim the Ark is kept in a remote monastery in Ethiopia and possesses immense spiritual power, even suggesting it played a role in containing a volcanic eruption. However, evidence for the existence and authenticity of this Ark remains largely anecdotal and unverified by external sources. The story of the Ark of Gabriel highlights the ongoing human tendency to seek out and attribute power to sacred objects, even in modern times. Our investigation will examine the claims and narratives surrounding the Ark of Gabriel, exploring its origins within Ethiopian Orthodox tradition, and the evidence or lack thereof supporting its existence and purported powers. Our next artifact takes us to the world of Jainism, with the Palatana temples in Gujarat, India, being considered sacred in their entirety. While not a single object, the entire complex of over 900 temples on Chatranjaya Hill is revered as a holy site associated with numerous Tirthankars spiritual leaders. The very ground and the idols within these temples are believed to hold immense spiritual energy and the power to purify the soul. Pilgrims undertake arduous journeys to Palatana, often climbing thousands of steps as an act of devotion and spiritual merit. The sanctity of Palatana lies in its association with the enlightenment and liberation of Jain saints. The idols within the temples are not worshipped as gods but as representations of enlightened beings, inspiring devotees to follow the path of non-violence, truthfulness, non-stealing, celibacy, and non-possession. The power of Palatana is Thus, the transformative spiritual energy and the sense of profound peace and connection experienced by pilgrims. Our investigation will explore the history and significance of the Palatana temple complex within Jainism, examining the beliefs and practices associated with this sacred pilgrimage site. Let's turn our attention to the sacred stone of Delphi Omphalos, a significant artifact in ancient Greek religion. Housed in the temple of Apollo at Delphi, the Omphalos was believed to be the navel of the world, a sacred stone marking the center of the earth. Legend had it that Zeus released two eagles from opposite ends of the world, and they met at Delphi, signifying its central location. The Omphalos was considered a potent symbol of divine authority and was closely associated with the Delphic oracle, through whom Apollo was believed to speak. While the original Omphalos no longer survives, a marble replica dating to the Roman period is displayed at the Delphi Archaeological Museum. The power of the Omphalos lay in its symbolic significance as the center of the cosmos and its connection to the oracular pronouncements that influenced the decisions of individuals and city-states throughout the ancient Greek world. Our investigation will delve into the mythology and religious significance of Delphi and the Omphalos, exploring its role in ancient Greek culture and its enduring symbolic power. Our next artifact is the Staff of Asclepius, a serpent-entwined rod that remains a prominent symbol of medicine and healing. Asclepius was the ancient Greek god of healing and medicine, and his staff was his primary attribute. The serpent is often interpreted as representing renewal, healing, and the shedding of illness, while the staff symbolizes authority and the physician's role. Unlike some relics with alleged supernatural powers, the Staff of Asclepius's power is symbolic, representing the art and science of healing. It has been adopted by numerous medical organizations worldwide as their emblem. While no single physical staff is venerated as the original Staff of Asclepius, its enduring symbolic presence in the medical field speaks to its powerful association with health and well-being. Our investigation will explore the mythology of Asclepius and the symbolism of his staff, tracing its evolution into the modern emblem of medicine. Let's consider the sacred Yoni stone of Kamakya Temple in Assam, India. Unlike typical idols, the primary object of veneration at the Kamakya Temple is a naturally occurring cleft in a rock, said to represent the Yoni female genitalia of the goddess Sati. The stone is continuously fed by a natural spring and is considered extremely sacred by devotees of the goddess. The temple is a major pilgrimage site, particularly for those practicing tantric traditions. The power of the Yoni stone is believed to be the divine feminine energy Shakti it embodies, associated with creation, fertility, and spiritual liberation. The annual Ambabachi Mela festival celebrates the goddess's menstruation, during which the spring is said to turn red and the temple remains closed for 3 days. Our investigation will delve into the mythology and religious significance of the Kamakya Temple and its Yoni stone, exploring the unique traditions and beliefs associated with this powerful symbol of the divine feminine. Our final artifact for this segment is a palm-shaped amulet, often referred to by various names across different cultures in the Middle East and North Africa. This amulet is widely regarded as a symbol of protection against negative energies and is often associated with bringing about positive attributes such as good fortune, happiness, and well-being. Its origins are ancient, predating many contemporary religious traditions, yet it has found a place of cultural significance among diverse communities in the region. The power attributed to this amulet lies in its widely held belief as a protective symbol and its representation of positive intentions and blessings. It is commonly seen in jewelry, displayed in homes, and incorporated into various forms of artistic expression. Our investigation will explore the widespread cultural significance and enduring presence of this palm-shaped amulet across different communities, examining the common beliefs associated with its protective qualities and positive symbolism. Let's focus on the relics associated with the Buddha's life beyond the tooth relic we discussed earlier. Various sites across Asia claim to possess other physical remnants of the Buddha, such as bone fragments, hair, and ashes known as sarir. These relics are highly venerated in Buddhism and are often enshrined in stupas, dome-shaped monuments that become important pilgrimage sites. The belief is that these relics, having been in contact with an enlightened being, possess a spiritual power and can inspire devotion and facilitate spiritual progress. The reverence for these relics underscores the importance of the historical Buddha in the faith and provides a tangible connection to his earthly existence. The stories surrounding the discovery and distribution of these relics are often intertwined with legend and accounts of miraculous events. Our investigation will explore the traditions and beliefs surrounding the sarira of the Buddha, examining the significance of stupas as reliquary structures and the role these relics play in Buddhist practice and pilgrimage. Our next artifact takes us to the Shinto tradition of Japan, focusing on the Yata no Kagami, one of the three sacred treasures of Japan. This mirror is said to be enshrined in the Franjigram Shrine and is considered the most sacred of the three. According to Shinto mythology, the sun goddess Amaterasu hid in a cave, plunging the world into darkness. To lure her out, the other gods held a lively feast, and Aim no Ozum the goddess of dawn, performed a captivating dance. Intrigued by the commotion, Amaterasu peeked out and saw her reflection in the Yata no Kagami, which had been crafted by the god Ishikorodome. This mirror is thus associated with Amaterasu, the sun, and truth. It is never shown publicly, and its exact form remains unknown. Its power lies in its divine association and its symbolic representation of the sun goddess's presence and the importance of self, reflection, and truthfulness in Shinto beliefs. Our investigation will explore the mythology surrounding the Yata no Kagami and its significance within the context of the three sacred treasures in Shinto cosmology. Let's consider the Holy Sponge, a relic associated with the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. According to the Gospels, a sponge soaked in sour wine pasca was offered to Jesus as he hung on the cross. Several locations claim to possess fragments of this sponge, with notable examples historically venerated in Rome. Unlike some relics with more dramatic legends of power, the Holy Sponge's significance lies in its direct connection to the suffering of Christ in his final moments. Veneration of this relic serves as a reminder of his humanity and his ultimate sacrifice. While the physical authenticity of the various purported fragments is difficult to verify, their symbolic importance within Christian piety remains significant. Our investigation will examine the biblical accounts of the Holy Sponge, the history of its veneration as a relic, and its theological significance within the narrative of the Passion of Christ. Our next artifact takes us to the Sikh tradition with the kirpan, a ceremonial dagger or sword carried by initiated Sikhs. Khalsa. The kirpan is not typically venerated as a relic with inherent supernatural powers, but is a mandatory article of faith symbolizing courage, justice, and the willingness to defend the weak and oppressed. It represents a Sikh's commitment to these principles and their readiness to uphold righteousness. The kirpan is worn as a reminder of these values, and its use is strictly governed by the Sikh code of conduct. Its power lies in its symbolic representation of spiritual and temporal authority and the personal commitment it embodies for the wearer. Our investigation will explore the religious and historical significance of the kirpan within Sikhism, examining its role as an article of faith and its symbolic meaning. Let's delve into the story of the Sudarium of Oviedo, a bloodstained cloth that is kept in the Cathedral of San Salvador in Oviedo, Spain. Some believe this cloth to be the burial cloth that was placed over the head of Jesus Christ after his crucifixion, while the Shroud of Turin covered his entire body. Scientific studies have been conducted on the Sudarium, and some researchers have pointed to similarities in the bloodstains and pollen found on both cloths, suggesting a possible shared history. The power attributed to the Sudarium is its direct physical connection to the Passion of Christ and the potential for scientific evidence to corroborate biblical accounts. Veneration of the Sudarium is a significant aspect of pilgrimage to Oviedo. Our investigation will examine the history and scientific studies related to the Sudarium of Oviedo, exploring its potential connection to the Shroud of Turin and its significance as a relic of the Passion. Our final artifact for this segment is the sacred black stone of Emesa, also known as Elagabalus, a conical black stone that was the primary religious symbol of the Syrian sun god Elagabalus during the reign of the Roman Emperor Elagabalus 222 AD. The stone was brought to Rome and installed as a central religious object, causing considerable controversy due to its foreign origins and the emperor's unorthodox religious practices. After Elagabalus's assassination, the stone was returned to Emesa. The power of the Black Stone of Emesa lay in its representation of a powerful deity and its role in a unique and ultimately suppressed religious movement within the Roman Empire. Its story highlights the complexities of religious syncretism and the tensions that can arise when different belief systems clash. Our investigation will explore the history of the Black Stone of Emesa, its significance within the cult of Elagabalus, and its unusual role in Roman religious history. Let's turn our attention to the Copper Scroll, one of the Dead Sea Scrolls discovered in the Qumran caves. Unlike the other scrolls, which are primarily literary and religious texts, the Copper Scroll is inscribed on metal and appears to be a list of hidden treasures. While not a religious artifact in the traditional sense, the treasures it describes are believed by some to be the lost temple treasures of Jerusalem, imbued with immense historical and religious significance. The scroll's cryptic language and the fact that none of the listed locations have been definitively identified have fueled centuries of speculation and treasure hunts. The power of the Copper Scroll lies in the potential knowledge it holds about lost sacred wealth and the historical insights it might offer into the practices and beliefs surrounding the temple in ancient times. Where investigation will delve into the discovery and translation of the Copper Scroll, the various theories about the treasures it describes, and its significance within the broader context of the Dead Sea Scrolls. Our next artifact takes us to the realm of esoteric traditions with a distinct tarot deck. While tarot cards are often used for divination, this particular deck, a collaboration between individuals interested in occultism and art, is rich in. It collects symbolic and philosophical meanings drawn from various mystical traditions, including ancient Western and Middle Eastern esoteric systems and astrology. For those who use it, the deck can serve as more than just a tool for insight. It can be seen as a symbolic representation of the universe and the inner self, offering potential pathways for self-reflection and a deeper understanding of intricate symbolic systems. The power of this tarot deck for its users may lie in its capacity to facilitate introspection, explore complex symbolic frameworks, and potentially provide a lens for personal and spiritual inquiry. Our investigation will explore the symbolism and philosophical underpinnings of this tarot deck, its connections to Western and Middle Eastern esoteric traditions, and its significance within modern esoteric practices. Let's consider the I Ching Book of Changes, an ancient Chinese divination text that is also considered a work of philosophy and cosmology. Composed of 64 hexagrams, each representing a different state of change, the I Ching is consulted by casting coins or yarrow stalks to generate a hexagram and its corresponding oracle. The text is believed to offer guidance and insight into the unfolding patterns of the universe and the individual's place within them. For many, the I Ching is more than just a fortune-telling tool. It is a source of wisdom and a framework for understanding the cyclical nature of life and the interconnectedness of events. Its power lies in its ability to stimulate introspection, offer different perspectives on situations, and connect individuals to ancient wisdom traditions. Our investigation will explore the history and structure of the I Ching, its philosophical underpinnings, and its enduring relevance as a tool for divination and self-understanding. Our next artifact takes us to the indigenous traditions of Australia with the concept of chiringa or tajuringa. These are often oval-shaped pieces of wood or stone that are sacred objects to Aboriginal people, particularly in Central Australia. Chiringa are believed to embody the spirits of ancestors and are often associated with specific kinship groups and dreamtime stories. They are carefully guarded and used in ceremonies and rituals, serving as a link between the present and the ancestral past. The power of chiringa lies in their spiritual significance, their role in maintaining cultural identity and connection to the land, and their embodiment of ancestral wisdom and power. Our investigation will explore the cultural and spiritual significance of chiringa within Aboriginal traditions, examining their connection to dreamtime narratives and their role in community life. Let's consider the Rongamai Wenua, a sacred stone of the Maori people of New Zealand. This particular stone is associated with fertility and is traditionally used in rituals aimed at ensuring successful harvests and childbirth. It is considered a Tonga treasure of great cultural and spiritual significance, embodying the mana spiritual power and prestige of the ancestors and the land. The Rongamai Wenua is a tangible link to Maori history and traditions, playing a vital role in maintaining cultural continuity. Its power lies in its symbolic association with life-giving forces and its connection to ancestral mana. Our investigation will explore the cultural significance of the Rongamai Wenua within Maori traditions, examining its role in rituals and its importance as a taonga. Our final artifact for this segment is the Codex Gigas Devil's Bible, a large medieval manuscript from Bohemia, modern-day Czech Republic. While primarily a Christian text containing the entire Latin Vulgate Bible, it is famous for its size and a full-page illustration of the devil. Legend has it that the manuscript was written by a monk possessed by the devil in a single night. While this is certainly folklore, the sheer scale of the codex and the uniformity of the script suggest an extraordinary feat of human effort. The power of the Codex Gigas lies in its historical significance as a remarkable example of medieval book production and the enduring mystery surrounding its creation, as well as the captivating legend associated with the devil's illustration. Our investigation will explore the history and contents of the Codex Gigas, examining the legends surrounding its creation and its place within medieval manuscript culture, Manualak and manuscript culture, Nanian. Let's consider the laws of Manu Manu Smriti, an ancient legal and social text from India, considered a foundational text of Hindu law and social philosophy. While not a physical artifact in the same way as a statue or a scroll, the text itself holds immense cultural and religious authority within Hinduism. It outlines societal norms, duties, and laws, influencing Hindu social structure and ethical thought for centuries. The power of the laws of Manu lies in its historical and ongoing influence on Hindu society, its articulation of dharma righteous conduct, and its role in shaping social customs and legal traditions. Our investigation will explore the historical context and content of the laws of Manu, examining its impact on Hindu society and the various interpretations and debates surrounding its teachings. Our next artifact is the Emerald Buddha Frekao Morakat, a revered image of the meditating Buddha carved from a single block of jade. Housed in Wat Frekao Temple of the Emerald Buddha within the Grand Palace in Bangkok, Thailand, it is considered the most sacred Buddhist image in Thailand and a powerful symbol of the Thai monarchy and nation. Legend traces its origins back to India, with a long history of being moved through various Southeast Asian kingdoms before finally arriving in Thailand. The power of the Emerald Buddha lies in its religious significance, its association with prosperity and protection for the kingdom, and the elaborate rituals and ceremonies performed in its honor. Our investigation will explore the history and legends surrounding the Emerald Buddha, its cultural and political significance in Thailand, and the rituals associated with its veneration. Let's consider the Gnostic Gospels, a collection of early Christian texts that offer different perspectives on the teachings of Jesus and the nature of divinity compared to the canonical Gospels. Discovered in Nag Hammadi, Egypt in 1945, these texts include Gospels attributed to Thomas, Mary Magdalene, and Philip, among others. For some, these Gospels offer a more mystical and individualistic path to spiritual understanding. The power of the Gnostic Gospels lies in their ability to challenge traditional interpretations of Christian history and theology, offering alternative insights into early Christian thought and the figure of Jesus. Our investigation will explore the history of the Gnostic Gospels, their key theological themes, and their impact on contemporary spiritual and scholarly discussions. Our next artifact is the Stone of the Sun, or Aztec Calendar Stone, a massive carved disc created by the Aztec civilization. While not strictly a religious artifact in the sense of being directly worshipped, it is a complex representation of Aztec cosmology, timekeeping, and religious beliefs. The intricate carvings depict the Aztec sun god Tonatiuh at the center, surrounded by symbols of the days, months, and previous cosmic eras. The power of the Stone of the Sun lies in its historical significance as a key to understanding Aztec cosmology and religious worldview, its artistic mastery, and its enduring symbol of Aztec identity. Our investigation will explore the iconography and meaning of the Stone of the Sun, its historical context, and its cultural significance. In modern Mexico, our next artifact is the Black Nazarene, a life-size, dark-colored wooden sculpture of Jesus Christ carrying the cross. Housed in the minor basilica of the Black Nazarene in Manila, Philippines, it is one of the most revered religious icons in the country. The statue is believed to have miraculous powers, and millions of devotees participate in its processions, particularly during the feast of the Black Nazarene. The power of the Black Nazarene lies in the deep faith and devotion it inspires, the numerous miracles attributed to it, and its central role in Filipino Catholic piety. Our investigation will explore the history and legends surrounding the Black Nazarene, the traditions and rituals associated with its veneration, and its profound cultural and religious significance in the Philippines. Let's consider the Holy Lance of Antioch, another artifact claimed to be the spear that pierced the side of Jesus Christ. Discovered during the First Crusade in Antioch, its finding was considered a miracle that boosted the morale of the Crusaders. However, its authenticity has been widely debated throughout history. The power of the Holy Lance of Antioch, at least for the Crusaders, lay in its perceived divine favor and its ability to inspire courage and faith in a critical moment. Our investigation will explore the history of the Holy Lance of Antioch, its discovery during the Crusades, and the historical and religious context surrounding its significance. Our next artifact is the Codex Sinaiticus, one of the oldest and most important complete copies of the Christian Bible. Dating back to the 4th century CE, it contains a significant portion of the Old Testament in the Septuagint Greek translation and the entire New Testament in Greek. Its discovery in the St. Catherine's Monastery at the foot of Mount Sinai is a landmark in biblical scholarship. The power of the Codex Sinaiticus lies in its historical significance as a primary source for understanding the early Christian scriptures and its invaluable contribution to biblical textual criticism. Our investigation will explore the history of the Codex Sinaiticus, its discovery, and its importance for the study of the Bible. Let's consider the tilma of Our Lady of Guadalupe, a cloak enshrined in the Basilica of Guadalupe in Mexico City. According to tradition, the Virgin Mary appeared to Saint Juan Diego in 1531 and miraculously imprinted her image on his tilma, a type of cloak made of cactus fiber. The image is a powerful symbol of Mexican identity and Catholic faith, with millions of pilgrims visiting the basilica annually. The power of the tilma of Our Lady of Guadalupe lies in the miraculous nature of the image, its profound religious and cultural significance for Mexicans, and the numerous miracles attributed to it. Our investigation will explore the history and traditions surrounding the apparition of Our Lady of Guadalupe and the scientific and religious perspectives on the image on the tilma. Our next artifact is the Urim and Thummim, objects mentioned in the Hebrew Bible as being used by the high priest of Israel to discern God's will. Their exact nature is debated, but they are often described as stones or lots kept in the high priest's breastplate. The Bible describes them being used to answer specific questions posed to God. The power of the Urim and Thummim lay in their perceived ability to provide direct divine guidance. Their use ceased with the destruction of the first temple, and their nature and whereabouts remain a mystery. Our investigation will explore the biblical descriptions and scholarly interpretations of the Urim and Thummim and their significance in ancient Israelite religious practice. Our next artifact is the crown of Saint Stephen, the coronation crown of the Kingdom of Hungary. It is a national symbol of Hungary and has a history dating back to the 11th century. The crown is adorned with jewels and enamel plaques and is considered a sacred object representing the continuity of Hungarian statehood and the divine right of its rulers, initially attributed to a blessing from Pope Sylvester I to King Stephen I. The power of the crown of Saint Stephen lies in its symbolic significance as the embodiment of Hungarian national identity, sovereignty, and historical continuity. Our investigation will explore the history and legends surrounding the crown of Saint Stephen, its role in Hungarian coronations, and its enduring symbolic importance. Let's consider the veil of Monopolo, a cloth housed in the sanctuary of the Volto Santo in Monopolo, Italy. It is claimed by some to be the Siderium of Veronica, bearing the face of Jesus Christ. Like the Shroud of Turin, this cloth shows a face with open eyes and is made of byssus, a rare sea silk. Proponents argue that the image could not have been painted and that it aligns with the image on the shroud. The power of the veil of Monopolo lies in the mystery of its image and its potential connection to the Passion of Christ, offering a different perspective compared to other similar relics. Our investigation will explore the history and scientific studies related to the veil of Monopolo and the arguments for and against its authenticity and connection to the veil of Veronica. Our final artifact in this exploration is the sacred cenote of Chichen Itza in Mexico. While not a portable object, this natural sinkhole was a site of immense religious significance for the Mayan civilization. It was believed to be an entrance to the underworld Xibalba and was used for sacrificial offerings to the Mayan rain god Chac. Artifacts, including human remains and precious objects, have been recovered from the cenote. The power of the sacred cenote lies in its historical significance as a center of Mayan religious practice and its tangible connection to their beliefs about the afterlife and the forces of nature. It serves as a powerful reminder of a complex and fascinating ancient civilization. Our investigation will explore the archaeological findings and the religious significance of the sacred cenote of Chichen Itza within Mayan culture. As we reach the end of our journey through these 50 remarkable artifacts, we are left with a profound sense of the enduring power of human belief. From ancient stones imbued with ancestral spirits to texts believed to hold the very words of the divine, and from relics associated with miracles to objects symbolizing national identity, each artifact tells a story of faith, history, and the human desire to connect with something larger than ourselves. In line the persemblance, we have seen how objects, whether naturally occurring or crafted by human hands, can become potent symbols, capable of inspiring devotion, shaping cultures, and even influencing the course of history. The perceived power of these artifacts often lies not just in their physical properties, but in the stories, legends, and unwavering faith that surround them. They serve as tangible links to the past, reminders of pivotal moments, and focal points for spiritual and cultural identity. While the scientific and historical authenticity of some of these artifacts may be debated, their impact on human consciousness is undeniable. They represent the diverse ways in which humanity has sought to understand the universe, connect with the sacred, and find meaning in existence. The stories of these relics continue to fascinate and inspire awe, blurring the lines between the tangible and the transcendent, and reminding us of the enduring power of belief in shaping our world. Our exploration, while it can He's only scratched the surface of the vast array of sacred objects and sites that hold significance for cultures and religions around the globe. Yet, through these examples, we can appreciate the profound and multifaceted ways in which humanity imbues objects with spiritual and cultural power, creating enduring legacies of faith and wonder. Thank you for joining me on this journey. It has been a privilege to explore these captivating stories together.